Welcome to Fox 54 News at 6. I'm Kenesha Dees. Auburn lost a heartbreaker on Saturday to Alabama in the annual Iron Bowl. 48 hours later, the Tigers are back in the national spotlight as they look toward the future. Joining us from the Fox 54 Sports Zone is our sports director, Mo Carter. He's got the latest on the Tigers from the Plains. Mo, what's big in sports right now?
Well, Kenesha, a brand new era on the Plains of Auburn beginning today with Alex Golesh. He was introduced as the Tigers' new head football coach to the blue and orange faithful. Now, Golesh, he went through a Tiger walk and even met with fans prior to his introductory press conference. He comes to Auburn after a 3-year stint with South Florida. The Bulls had big wins over Boise State and the University of Florida this season while cracking into the AP Top 25 poll for the first time since 2018. He explained why he chose Auburn.
Alignment, meaning is who you're going to work with, going to lock arm in arm with you, have the same vision that you do. Is it aligned from the top where the commitment that's being talked about is elite? And that was factor number one in terms of making sure the situation we walk into was aligned and there was a real commitment to winning.
We'll have team coverage from Alex Golesh's introductory press conference later in sports, as we'll hear from Nick Kuzma. Speaking of that press conference, if you want to view it in its entirety, head over to fox54.com or check it out on the Fox 54 Plus app. Hey everyone, a pair of coaches from the American Conference will be roaming the sidelines in the SEC next season. One of those coaches will be on the Plains of Auburn. Nick Kuzma was on the Plains this morning, and he's got more with the Tigers' new head football coach.
We said it last month, Auburn is the best job out there. It's time for us to make a jump. It's time for the football program to give this fan base, which is the best in the country, exactly what it deserves. That starts today, it starts right now, and it starts with Alex Golesh.
A new era, a new head coach down here on the Plains. Alex Golesh has been announced as the 33rd head coach in the history of Auburn football. He's previously spent time as the offensive coordinator at Tennessee, then 3 seasons as the head coach at USF, going 7-6, 7-6, and then 9-3 this past season. He says coming here to Auburn is a dream come true.
I will give this fan base, the alumni base, the former players, and everybody involved with this university every single bit of everything I got. I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I appreciate you, and war damn Eagle.
Now, when Golesh was asked about his staff, specifically whether he would retain the services of former interim head coach DJ Durkin, he did not respond directly to that, though he did say that the staff is already starting to form and we'll know in the next couple days how it all shapes out. From Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, I'm Nick Kuzma, Fox 54 Sports.
Welcome to Fox 54 News at 9. I'm Kenesha Dees. 3 SEC football programs introduced new football coaches today across the conference footprint. The first press conference took place this afternoon on the Plains of Auburn. Joining us from the Fox 54 Sports Zone is our sports director, Mo Carter. He's got the latest on the new head coach of the Auburn Tigers. Mo, what's new?
Well, Kenesha, Auburn wasting no time finding their replacement for Hugh Freeze as the Tigers locking down Alex Golesh to lead the charge in the future. Golesh accepted the Auburn job at 1 a.m. on Sunday morning. He's no stranger to the Southeastern Conference. Prior to his 3-year stint at South Florida, he was the offensive coordinator for the University of Tennessee under Josh Heupel. He says that Auburn is a dream job for him, and Golesh has high hopes on what he and his staff can do with this team because they've got a lot of high standards.
When the standards are upheld within that locker room, within each position meeting room, in every aspect of their lives, when it's driven by the players, we'll bring a national championship here to Auburn University.
Hey everyone, Alex Golesh is ready to lead the charge down on the Plains of Auburn. The new head coach of the Tigers heading to the Plains after a 3-year stint with South Florida. Our team coverage on the Plains continuing tonight with Nick Kuzma. He chats it up with Mike Giddens of the War Report.
We're here at the introduction of the 33rd head coach in the history of Auburn football, Alex Golesh, and of course that means we got to bring in our guy, Mike Giddens. The first time we're doing an interview in person. Mike, how excited are you for the future of this Auburn football program?
I think Golesh struck all the right tones today in his opening conference, and he talked you can tell he's a football guy. He talked development, he talked process, he talked about creating a process-driven program.
I know you are someone that does like to dive into film a little bit. What does the film tell you? Obviously, he was at Tennessee as an offensive coordinator, beat Alabama in 2022.
Yeah.
Led the nation in scoring when he was at Tennessee. Then he goes to USF, 7-6, 7-6, 9-3. What does the tape tell you about Alex Golesh offense?
The tape tells me that he has had success everywhere he's gone, and that if his process works here, Auburn is going to win a lot of football games. So the support is here. The money is available. The facilities that we're standing in right now are some of the best in the country. He's got all that at his fingertips, and if he can take all that and put it together and win the fourth quarter, as you mentioned. I mean, we were here for the Iron Bowl, just a couple nights ago, and Auburn with a chance to win the game and finding ways to lose, right? He's got to flip that narrative. All these things help him do that.
I know you just recently did do some reporting based upon independent sources about the fact that Auburn did seem like they were in on the Huntsville native and now former Tulane head coach John Summerall's sweepstakes. What can you tell us about that?
Look, my sources told me that a deal was all but done, and it was the exact deal that Golesh just got. About $7.5 a year with really strong incentives that could see him make north of $10 million if he hits all the milestones that are in his contract. At the end of the day, Summerall let some of the outside noise get to him, and he is no longer in the running. John Cohen he stands on business. He's not going to listen to you tell him that this job he knows what this job is. And so once he was out of the running, Auburn had to go another direction. And Alex Golesh was always on their list, so that's important to remember.
This fan base is tired of the wait for it.
Yeah.
This fan base is ready, to win right now. They want to win a national championship next year if they can. What do you think Alex Golesh needs to do in the next 24, 36 hours, then months as we approach spring ball and then the season to make that possibly a reality?
He's got to retain this roster, and he's got to find a quarterback. I got the last question of the press conference. I asked him about his process with quarterbacks. He's got to figure out who's going to be on this roster. So, and by his words, start to build a system around the talent. So you can't do that until you know who the talent is going to be. You need Cam Coleman's, you need Perry Thompson's, you need these dynamic guys like Malcolm Simmons. He had the game of his life in the Iron Bowl. You need these guys because at the end of the day, you're not going to out-develop Kirby Smart. You have to be able to develop at a high level, Nick, and you need to be able to recruit dogs that will go in and just can win their matchups. You need both sides of that coin. And so if you're not going to retain the guys you have, you damn sure better be able to go out into the portal and find those guys and bring them in here.
We'll see if he can do that. That's Mike Giddens. He is with the Wool Report. From inside Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, I'm Nick Kuzma, Fox 54 Sports.